To get started here, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
And here is Michael
Leading off
Conforto.
for Los Angeles, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Just off the outside edge, and we're underway. Dives, and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time, and they don't get the out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Mookie to hit. That misses, and it's 1-0. Turns and fires the Betts. And a foul ball. Conforto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting third, catcher, Will
Time to
Smith.
check out the Dodgers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Will Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one not close, and that's ball one. Grounder might be two. Off balance feed, there's one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back here in San Francisco. And on the hill, Tyler Glasnow. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Elliot Ramos, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Righty delivers, and that misses. Outside. And the count is 2-0. And that is out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Here's a 2-1. Fouled off left side. And it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Devers now.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Pajes has this one sized up. Drops into the glove. And there's two away. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Zingy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Glasnow, ready and deals. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, scoreless after one. New inning getting started. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
First baseman.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a ball line to center. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Andy
So
Pajes.
digging in, Andy Pajes. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And ball one to the right fielder. And a swing and a miss. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
We often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
In the air, right field. Matos on his way over. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Tommy Edman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Tap foul at the plate.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And now the count is even. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Wilmer.
And now it's Wilmer Flores.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
First pitch, and he just misses. Second inning here, no score.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And there's 2 down.
Batting sixth, second baseman,
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit.
Schmidt.
Come on, Casey. Let's go, Giants.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's 1-1.
1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Edman makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Giants down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Oracle Park, on to the third inning. And here is Miguel Rojas. Verlander back to work. Verlander, a 6'5" righty, 235 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2004. Out in front and foul to the left side. Line drive, caught.
Reaction time is so important in the majors, especially when you're dealing with line drives to third with good exit velo. You have to be ready for anything like he was right there.
Yuri Ruiz steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's way high. 2-1. Just missed. That one finds the zone, and now it's filled up 3-2. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 away down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, James
And
Outman.
now the center fielder, James Outman. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch misses. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And it is 2-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
3-2 now. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. You talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to
Now
lay off
batting,
some really close
designated
pitches,
hitter,
and
Michael
somehow,
Caputo.
Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it. Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one the other way. Sends it across to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for LA, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and
off
digging in
the
for San
Giants.
Francisco,
Center
Jung-Hoo
fielder,
Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. The 0-1. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one, and that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Lee aboard here at first with nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here's Andrew Kisner. Right through there for a strike. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 1-1. Man at first, one away. stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. No score. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mookie Betts. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1. 4th inning underway, no score. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one close, ruled a ball. 3 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Ripped to 3rd and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Freeman at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now, Andy Pajes flied to right his first time. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs.
What do you got?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Matos on the move. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the fourth. We're tied 0-0. Bottom four, and here is Elliot Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Center field. Outman under it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Pitch misses. Ball one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And another ball. Next pitch is outside. And that's ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One gone, runner at first. Willie Adames stands in. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And Willie fouls one back. Devers at first, one gone. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got it. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Just missed.
2-0.
Chapman gets a piece there.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Wilmer Flores in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ripped to right, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilmer.
Next to hit, Wilmer Flores. Fly to left his first time. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Two on, two outs. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in San Francisco, and here comes Tommy Edman.
Baseman, Tommy Edman.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
On the ground. Flores takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Batting, third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt,
2 balls,
2-2.
2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Yuri Ruiz. Fly to left his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's a ball.
And now it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Slow roller to third. Chapman in plenty of time to first, and that's the third out. Dodgers down in order, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Casey Schmidt.
Casey Schmidt.
A little bit high, and that's ball one.
All these Giants being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Tap back to the mound. Throw on to Freeman. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Giants, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Rips that one to right. Pajes makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now here is Luis Matos. Struck out looking his first time. Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. Back here at Oracle Park, here's the center fielder, James Outman. Outman, in his second season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to go. Beck getting cranked up as well. That one lifted to left. Ramos hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Michael Conforto.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Michael Conforto will climb in. 1 for 2. Up and in. 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 down, base is empty.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Right side, and foul ball. The 1-2. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on the move and fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
And a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. No score. And now the catcher comes up to him. Andrew Kisner. He hit into a double play his first time up.
Ister.
Glasnow back to work. That clips the corner. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
So the batting order turns over. Elliot Ramos will hit next. Late swing fouled off.
Ball inside.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Here's Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1.
Devers.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's way high. And the count is even 2-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches.
Betts whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Still no score.
Now pitching for
Now
the
here's
Giants.
Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Number
He's having a
71.
ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Leading off for Los Angeles.
Freddie Freeman up
First
to the
baseman,
dish.
Freddie Freeman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That one off the mark. 1-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Ground ball left side. And Freeman is retired.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. And a foul ball. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. This one popped up. Schmidt. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. In there for strike 1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to Flores. And the Dodgers are set down in order. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. And we still have no score. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now at the plate, Willie Adames, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it. Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
And that's down and away. Popped up. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman Matt
And here is Matt Chapman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. New pitcher now, Tristan Beck.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 29, Tristan Beck.
And at the plate for the
Leading off
Dodgers, Miguel
third
Rojas.
baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Just
Outside, that's a
missed.
ball.
Movement in the bullpen, Camilo Doval getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ruiz, the next to hit. There's the strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
And that is downstairs. Now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Hesung Kim. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye
Ball
right
1.
there.
That's a really
1
good
ball, 2
take.
strikes, Miguel.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that's
Ball
way
back
high.
upstairs.
And it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score. On the board
Now
first,
batting,
it's 1-0.
One of the hardest
Michael
things to do in the
Conforto.
game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The throw to third, in there safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Showdown.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Betts. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. So they turn things over to the righty, Kirby Yates.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Kirby Yates.
Well, 1-run game, and digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Just missed.
Outside.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Luis.
And now the right fielder, Luis Matos. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still behind by a count of 1-0.
Now pitching for
on the mound
Giants.
now, Randy Rodriguez.
Number 73.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for the
game.
Dodgers,
Here comes Freddie
first
Freeman up to
baseman,
hit.
Freddie
1 for
Freeman.
3. First
Inside,
pitch
ball
just
1.
misses. Rodriguez, a righty that throws with power. 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, right fielder
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. His 18th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Tommy Edman at the plate. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the 9th. That's inside.
Nope, that's inside.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ramos snags it, and there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now batting,
Not allowing it
third
to stay
baseman,
in the head, but
Miguel
going to
Rojas.
work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. And a slider in there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Caught him looking for the K.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And up next for Los Angeles, Yuri Ruiz. And a strike in there. Two down, nobody on. Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
And I can't imagine
pitching
any
for
save
Los
is an
Angeles.
easy one. You're holding a small
Number
lead on the scoreboard,
66.
and you know those hitters are going to give you the
Tanner
best
Scott.
at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Leading off.
Now it's
to
the Giants catcher, Andrew Kisner.
Andrew Kisner.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Ramos stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swings and misses. And the Giants down to their final out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Down the inside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That misses. Now 1-2. The Giants down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Now he breaks his bat. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.